Hi everyone, Alice here from Minerva. Thank you for joining me today. I'm really excited because I'm going to be talking to you all about one of my favourite pattern companies. It's I Am Patterns. So they are a French pattern company and they are honestly incredible. I've made so many of their designs. They're quite understated. At a glance they look quite simplistic, but there is so much scope for hacking and just using loads of different materials and prints to really make their designs your own. So I've got a lot of patterns and fabrics that I've paired them with to go through, so I will do my best to stop waffling and let's get to it. So the first pattern that I'm going to talk about is quite a classic now. It's the I Am Cassiopee. It's a kind of loose fitting raglan sleeve, really simple day dress. I suppose you could say it's a buffet dress with a gathered skirt, really comfy, just perfect for everyday wear but still looking a bit nice. I also think we need to talk about the gorgeous packaging. All of the I Am patterns come in this really cool like semi-transparent envelope with a gold back. Amazing, love it. Yeah, and Cassiopee can be made in so many different fabrics that really change the look and style of it. So you can go for a cotton or a chambray, you could use linen, you could use viscose, I'm sure there's more, cord, flannel, I've had to make a list, there's so many. Yeah, crepe, and that's before you even think of different colours and prints and stuff. So a lot of scope from just this one pattern. And the fabrics I've chosen for this, I've started off with a Liberty linen. It's so beautiful. Get the right way up. So this, I am guilty of always thinking of cotton lawns when I think of a Liberty fabric, but this just goes to show they've got a lot more going. It's amazing. It's got such a good drape to it. The colours are beautiful. And I just think that would make an amazing Cassiopee. Beautiful, love Liberty. Next, this is a 100% linen. Again, just for a really gorgeous, lightweight summer dress. This would be perfect. It's such good quality. It's just lovely. I think you could just really go with the simplicity of the style and make yourself a proper classic for your wardrobe. And my next choice was a classic. This is an Atelier brunette viscose crepe in a kind of rusty chestnutty colour, and this drape is just amazing. It's lit the back to the front, it's just incredible, really subtle print on it. Yeah, again, it would just be such a nice day dress, but a little bit special. So nice. And all the fabrics will be tagged, so you can find them, and if you want to come back to them afterwards, you can click to save them to your profile. And my last is a viscose voile, which is another plain, because I think with Cassiopee you can really, it just lends itself so well to both prints and plains. So again, I think this would just be such a good wardrobe staple. It's lovely, really good quality. It feels so nice, really soft, and look at that drape, it's gorgeous. But that's, honestly, that's not even scratching the surface of what you could make a Cassiopee with. It's so versatile, definitely one to get. Next up is the I Am Magdala. It's a kind of a twist on a classic shirt, so it's got the collar and the button up, but then these really cool ruffles. It's pretty quirky, I love it. There's also a dress add-on, which I think is essentially just adding more ruffles, so you can't go wrong. When in doubt, add another ruffle. I think this has been around for a while actually, and I Am patterns, they're very fashion forward, so I think they were kind of ahead of the curve with this, so it's kind of having a bit of a resurgence with the whole ruffles trend. Really cool shirt, just a twist on a classic. The instructions do suggest to use something a bit sturdier for the top section, like a poplin, and then something floatier for the gathers. So yeah, it's something to bear in mind, but I've made shirts in a lighter weight fabric before, so I think it's kind of, you know, you need to make a judgment call on it. I have chosen this yarn dyed cotton chambray. It is, well, yellow with really cool stripy fabric that I think would be amazing. Just a really quirky, cool shirt. It's, yeah, non-stretch. It would just hold the shape brilliantly. The ruffles would sit so well in this. And you know, just with jeans or something on the bottom, it would just be a really, really cool outfit. And oh, and this as well comes in like more than 10 colours or something. So if yellow stripes aren't your thing, there are plenty of other colours. Really awesome fabric. Next is, got to have something spotty, this viscose challis, which you can see straight away, it's got way more drape to it. So the ruffles would tend to sit much, it'd be a bit more subtle shape, I think, if you go for a lighter weight fabric. That is something to bear in mind. Obviously a stiffer fabric, they're going to stick out more. You're going to have a more volume, more of an impactful shirt going on. This, I think, though, is just so pretty, still a bit quirky, and would work brilliantly for the pattern. And my last pick for this one is a cotton lawn. I have some of this. I've actually made a different I Am pattern shirt for my sister with this. And what I love about this is I think at a glance it just looks like a white fabric, but it's got these little blue dots running through it, and on the back they're stripes. It's a really unique, cool type of fabric that I've not really seen anywhere else, and it works so well for a shirt. Again, it's just putting a twist on a classic, so I think putting this with Magdala would make a really awesome shirt. My next choice is Lucienne. This is another really classic shape. It comes in 3 lengths, so you can make a shirt, a kind of a tunic length, or a midi dress with it. The construction is really simple, so if you're wanting to dip your toe into shirt making, I'd really recommend this. I've made a couple of these. They make the process of constructing a collar really simple, and the button placket as well. It's all just, they really break everything down so well and just take any complexity out of it, and you kind of just follow the steps, and yeah, they just make it very simple for you. My choices for this are, we've got the Lady McElroy Crowded Faces, because the Lucienne has, it's just completely uninterrupted style, so I think you can really wear a big print with this to really show it off, and this would just be amazing, so cool. It's a, yeah, it's a lawn, so it would hold the shape really beautifully of the collar, and it just sews really easily, so that's kind of taking out that factor of it if you are shirt making for the first time. The drape is brilliant, so you know it's going to hang nicely, particularly if you make the longer length one. I just think it would make such a cool, edgy shirt dress with this. It's awesome. Just fold this one back up. Got to look after these ladies. And my next is a cotton chambray. So I actually made a shirt version for my friend with this one, and it's very classic. It's because it's just a loose fitting slouchy shirt, and it works really well with this. You could use, you know, bright buttons with it to give it a bit of pop. It sews beautifully, sits nicely. It just ticks all the boxes. It's a really great match. And then we have a John Caldor crepe, which is very different from my other 2 choices for this, but the print and the colours are incredible, and I think the shape being so loose and allowing for a large scale print really lends itself to this material. You just would let it sing, the colours, and oh, it's so beautiful. And this actually comes in a kind of a dusty blue colourway as well. So if this is a bit too bold for you, there is an alternative. I think I'm kind of powering through these just because there's so much on offer. So if you want to remember some for later, you can just save them. If you haven't got an account, then it's really worth setting one up. Minerva will also send you a discount code for your next order, and it just means you can save fabrics and patterns to come back to later on. Next up is I Am Apollon. This is the ultimate classic sweatshirt, a proper basic wardrobe staple, well worth investing in. Again, it's just really simple to construct, and I Am break down the steps so clearly. So if you haven't sewn with stretch before, it's a really good one to try. I have picked a couple of Rico fleece back sweatshirts. So, although it's a classic shape, you can go a bit wild with your fabric choices. So this is so fun, so cute, but a bit quirky. It's a kind of, it's really light blush background with pink flowers, with then a little bit of gold and orange in the middle for good measure. So cool. Yeah, just love it. And the back is like the softest thing you'll ever feel. It's amazing. That's the same for all these actually. So there's that one. If you want to go a bit more muted, there's this grey, which kind of has a hint of sage to it, like a bit of green. It's a greeny toned grey. But rather than just being a plain grey sweatshirt, it's got these little flecks of silvery paint on them in proper like painterly strokes. Really cool. And again, it's so soft. And my last choice is just to roll with the classic style, a plain black jumper. You can't go wrong. This is a bit thicker, super cosy, and if I thought the other ones were soft on the inside, this is like a whole nother level of soft and comforting. It's gorgeous. Yes, that's fleece back, so save these if you are looking in the winter time to make yourself something really super cosy. They are just incomparable. So while we are on sweatshirts, it seems fitting to look at the I Am Zèbre. This is again a really classic shape, but they have given it these really cool gathered balloon sleeves, and there's little poppers on the shoulder. So a classic, but a little bit different. These are ideal for jersey fabrics, so it will be really, really cosy, but also still look nice. We still want to look a bit dressy. So my first choice is this cotton jersey. I went for black stripes. It's, it's stretchy and definitely a jersey, but it's got a bit of sturdiness to it. So it will hold the sweatshirt shape really nicely, but also gather into the cuffs, because you don't want to go too heavy for it to be able to gather. I think this would be a really cool jumper. You could wear it, as an everyday staple, but also just, look a little bit dressy. And my next, we're going the fancier route, is this Art Gallery Fabrics jersey with beautiful colours and this amazing floral. So it's gorgeous, isn't it? And this just has such a nice feel to it. It's really, really soft. Good drape to it, and it just, the stretch is just so good. Yeah, love it. It would make such a good zipper. And my last one for this pattern is a cotton lycra jersey. This comes in so many colours, so if you want to just bash out a few basic jumpers to have on rotation, this is the one for you. It's got a brilliant stretch to it. The colour, like the pigment, is so good. The colour doesn't, stretch to white when you stretch it. It's just such a good basic jersey that you could use for so many patterns. So if you're looking for one of those wardrobe staples, this is the one to get. So while we're on the jersey fabrics, I thought it would be great to look at I Am Osiris. This is again another quite classic shape, but the twist is it has this squared off neckline. It's given it quite a nautical feel, and I inadvertently have chosen all stripy fabrics for this one. Yeah, so you need a jersey, and my first one is this Lady McElroy. Lovely, this is lush, so nice. I really like the how wide the white stripes are on this. Just makes it a bit different from some other stripy fabrics. It's really drapey. This is so just gorgeous. This would be so nice to wear. Really comfy, and yeah, just a great basic but nice fabric. And my next stripy is a viscose jersey knit. I chose red, but there are other colours available. Again, I just think like you can't go wrong with a stripy top, can you? And I think with the neckline of the Osiris, it makes it a little bit different. So you're not just wearing a basic t-shirt again, but still comfy, but looking really good. This is great. Love this one. Again, I think, you know, you could just make yourself a whole load of wardrobe of basics in this. Really, really gorgeous. And then my last choice is an art gallery fabrics one that stripy, but definitely a bolder colour choice. There are other colours available for this as well, if this kind of aqua green isn't your bag. Definitely one worth saving and having a look at. Really versatile. I think you could just make so many different patterns in this. It's gorgeous. Again, the stretch, you can see it's not all going white. It's lovely. Just, yeah, so nice. Got a couple of tops for you now, starting with I Am Gaia. This is a sleeveless, really summery, gorgeous top. It's again a really quite a simple style, but it has this little detail where it's gathered at the front here just to give it a little bit of something else. My choices first up is this beautiful Atelier brunette. This is a viscose twill. As you can see, the drape is amazing. It's beautiful. It's got this really delicate kind of speckled print on it. I'm pretty sure this comes in a couple of colourways as well, so you can get it to suit your colourings. It's amazing. It's so beautiful, and although this is a really light colour, it's totally opaque, so you wouldn't need to worry about your undergarment showing through or anything. Yeah, this is so beautiful, and yeah, I think it would work really well for the pattern. It would allow the top to flow nicely, and this one also would be perfect for that. This is a Tencel lawn, which is really, really drapey and lightweight, like way more than I would have thought was possible for a lawn. Yeah, this has got a really lovely print to it, kind of paisley style, gorgeous green that I think would be really flattering on a lot of skin tones. And yeah, you can just see that drape would be perfect, and it would just gather really nicely on that shoulder detail. And my last choice is perhaps a bit of a curveball, but I think it would be really cool. So gingham is very much in at the moment, and I think you could make quite a quirky one with this seersucker. It would, I mean, you can see the drape to it, it would have a bit more rigidity to it, but I just think it would make a really quirky, lovely day top that's a basic, but a little bit of edge to it. Really like this one. The next top I've chosen is the I Am Jeanne. This is, again, it's a classic, but one that you would just want to wear again and again. It's a t-shirt, but also you can make a tunic length version. It's got grown on raglan sleeves and a bat wing, like they've combined two of the coolest sleeve shapes, and given it, it's got this little kind of cutout detail at the middle, give it a little bit of edge. This is similar to Cassiopee. You can make it in So many different fabrics, basically all woven fabrics would work for this. So making it, it's really versatile. You can make it in so many different styles. I have chosen something about this design of the pattern kind of sings the seaside to me. So I went for this poplin. This is from Lady McElroy. This would actually work really well for Lucienne as well. I think to really show off that print. It's just such a cool, it's like artistic brushstroke style boats and just really bold, cool colours. Really like that one. And the other is an Art Gallery Fabrics, which is a really bold, gorgeous print. Love this. And the colours, it's got, it would have quite a 70s tunic vibe to it, I think, if you made it in this. Yeah, really cool. And again, this would also work for some of the other patterns that I've mentioned, like Lucienne, and other shirt patterns I think would be great with this. Now we have I Am Calibri, which is an overall kind of dungaree style, really loose fitting, so should be so easy to fit, a good summer staple. There's a short version but also longer ones, so you could, they would layer up brilliantly, also with jumpers like I Am Apollon or Zebra would be great under this in the colder months. And yeah, I just think it's just a really cool, such a cool design, almost like a romper, so I think it would just be really comfortable. I have gone classic with this and chosen a denim. So this is 190 GSM, so it's not too sturdy. It's actually got a bit of stretch to it just to give it even more comfort. And yeah, I think this would just become a real wardrobe staple, like an easy to grab and go when you want to look nice but still be really comfy. The colour is lovely. It's like a really rich indigo tone. Yeah, just a really, really lovely denim. And next, you can also make this in washed linen. So I think it could be really fun to go really all out with the bright pink. This has got a lot more weight to it. It's a really, really lovely sturdy linen. The colour is amazing. You can see the kind of the weave of the linen. Really beautiful quality this. And yeah, I just think it would make a really, really fun garment. You can then, you can tone it down with what you wear underneath it, or just go all out. I think this would be great. I'm going to finish with one of my absolute favourite patterns ever. It is I Am Artemis. This is a jacket or a cardigan actually, depending on what fabric you choose to make it in. And it's so easy to sew, so easy to wear. Honestly, it just goes with everything. It's a brilliant, brilliant pattern. It's got a really boxy shape, so you don't need to worry about fitting, and particularly for outerwear, if you're a bit nervous about trying to make a jacket or something, this is a brilliant place to start. It's pretty much just all straight lines and it has massive pockets. What more could you ask for? So this, you could make, it's perfect for all seasons really, I'd say. So you could do a gorgeous spring summer version in a linen like this. This is a 100% Raimy linen look in an amazing emerald green. This would just be awesome for spring or summer when you just need kind of a throw-on jacket. What I would say with Artemis is you can see the insides. So either line it, or it's the perfect opportunity to do some really nice bias binding on the insides. So you could do a really cool contrast with this, which would be gorgeous. And for a heavier weight one, perhaps for autumn, I have chosen this Art Gallery Fabrics denim. This is really sturdy, good stuff, which would just hold the boxy shape perfectly. It's really cool. Mine is actually in quite a similar colour, and it's just a really great neutral that doesn't have to be black. This could be lovely lined as well if you wanted to get a bit of print involved. and the Artemis can really easily be extended to a longer jacket or a full-on coat, which is where my next choice comes in. It's this tweed coating, which has, oh, it's just amazing. I think this would be such a cool coat version. You can, I think there is a free expansion pack to make it into a coat, but really it's a straight line. All I did for mine, I made a coat in kind of a similar fabric actually, literally just extended the sides longer to the length you want it. There's no kind of curving or anything you need to do. This would be amazing. You would really transform the style of the jacket. I think you could go really casual with the linen or the denim, but this would actually make it quite a smart coat. And again, if you lined it, you get more warmth, and it would just be a great all year garment that you could love and cherish. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Artemis, and I think it's just a brilliant all-rounder and the perfect place to start if you want to give outerwear a go, but you're a little bit nervous. Thank you so much for watching. I am such a huge fan of I Am patterns, so it's been great to pair up the patterns with fabrics. If you've made any of the patterns that I featured, please do comment to let me know what fabrics you used and what worked brilliantly. It would be great to share that with the Minerva community. And don't forget to follow Minerva to see more videos. I'll catch you next time. Bye!